Schoolboy. Have you seen those videos?
I've not, but
You've not.
one of my friends would always say that.
Schoolboy.
Yeah, I worked there freshman.
Allison wants to work there. She really dig in the food industry.
Dude, you have free subs.
Really?
How many free subs?
All the free subs.
Okay. Into the life of James. James, please tell us your life story.
Alright, sweet. Well, I was born in a faraway land. In the land of milk and honey.
Is this a land or a sea? Milk and honey is more liquid than solid. This is a great question I've asked right now.
It is. And I'll leave it to your imagination because I don't know, I was a baby. I don't have any memories of seeing it. But anyway, I was ripped away from this land and I found myself in Bakersfield, California. Fast forward, now I'm here.
There you go.
Simple as that.
Alright, what characters should I play as? I'm missing two characters? I'm missing two characters? Wait, hold on. 64 characters. And 64 smash throws characters. Who am I missing? I'm missing Ness. Wolf's in this game? There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have no idea where Wolf came from.
I guess it's Super Smash Bros. And male. Something like. Alright, Super Smash Bros. Me. Don't do me that. Who am I missing? I don't know. Characters. Captain Falcon and Ness. So how do you get Captain Falcon? Say it again. Items from play development, reception, gallery, trivia, external links, references. How to get Captain Falcon. On difficult on any. I'm sorry, under 20 minutes. Yeah, right.
You playing again?
Macro. Alright, I'm going to pizza. There we go. Let me go back. Okay, so that's that button. Oh, that's weird. So it's this. How do I grab it? How do I jump?
Happened or something?
Yes. Don't worry about it. How do I jump?
Happened or something?
Yes. Don't worry about it.
He's talking to his character.
What's ABC? Program. I need to like go to controls. Options. Quit. Quit. Oh, I gotta start again. Wait, no, I need to go input. I don't know how to. Max users 5. Input. Okay.
Why does it look like that?
Why can't I quit? Why does it look like what? This?
Mhm.
Oh, it's just that.
Really?
Yeah. Alright, so now how do I do this? I want to do a little type. What? Mouse index Y button. So B button, Y button, left, select button, on up D-pad, right, A button, X button, X. So, our question is,
How much not accepted? Benny, do you know that if you take rectal temperature, it's 0.5 degrees Celsius higher than an oral temperature?
I don't think I needed to know that. What about armpit temperature? Or ear temperature? Or forehead temperature?
0.5 degrees Celsius lower. Armpit and forehead temperature are 0.5 degrees Celsius lower than the oral temperature.
So when I was a kid, my mom would always check my temperature by putting her hand on my cheek. The girls just have thermometers in their hands.
Moms.
Moms.
Oh, when you become a mom, that's what happens.
Moms and
That's
nurses.
so cool.
All you can do is detect temperature change. That's it. That's all this is for. Moms know.
we're gonna go with Italy. Just so Jen can get this out.
All right, ready? Quiz.
Blue.
98.6
Yellow.
degrees Fahrenheit is equivalent to what in Celsius?
I need a calculator.
Mental math only.
On 98.6.
98.6.
Well, it's 6, so 66.6. I'm gonna go with 35.2.
James?
Give me a second.
Cheating because I'm mental math. Writing it down.
I'm visualizing my mental math.
Using his resources.
A calculator is my resource.
35.5.
35.2.
26.
Oh. Well, maybe.
37.
37.
Let's go. We subtract 32, so then you have 66.6, which is an equal number,
I flipped my
naturally. And then you gotta multiply it by half, but a little more than a half.
1.8.
What?
1.8.
No.
You multiply by 1.8?
No, that's when you go from
Never mind. Continue.
you multiply by 5 and divide by 9, which is a little more than half. It'd be 1.8. It'd be multiplied by 1.8 if you're going to bear.
I multiplied by 4. Not 5.
What?
That's why I got a smaller number. I failed.
Isn't this your major?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about how your life changed when you realized that cantaloupe was orange.
What?
I haven't realized that. My life hasn't changed.
I'm confused. That's not true. To convert degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius,
You
Subtract 32.
and multiply by 5 9.
and then multiply by 5 over 9. Who would have known?
Obviously not me.
Not Penny. I've been on the same paragraph for like 20 minutes.
You haven't been down here for 20 minutes. All these unlocked.
Ooh, she got you.
Freaking out. Go with this one. We'll do the first one. What do I have to do? Well, should I put in that complete? No, I'm gonna put in that complete. Just so I can hear what they're saying.
Hear what who's saying?
The game.
Speaks to you.
Who you locked on? Where's my health? I'm about to die. I'm about to die. so that's how to aim. Woo! Is there a wrench? Oh, that's a wrench.
Did you guys know that when you're in a coma, they take rectal temperatures?
I don't need to know this.
It's interesting stuff.
Did they win?
Is
Did
it
they win?
even allowed?
They win?
Hmm?
I wonder if I won.
Apparently.
They win?
Well, it's like informed. It's like
Gross.
implied consent.
Implied consent. What does that even mean?
Don't you like sign a waiver or whatever?
If you're in a coma,
Well, it's like you have
what
the.
waiver you sign?
You have like the. It's
You
the.
take your hand to the bed.
No, like when you are when you know. Oh, I guess you make a clause whenever saying that like, if you are unconscious, you are allowing some other person to make decisions for you.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing I had to do something with that. But
Have you ever seen one of these? Just like a band you just put on your head.
that time for two.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, we just glitching out like crazy. Oh my god. Just do. Yeah. Oh, totally. I gotta totally. There we go. I'm getting tired. Gosh, this is freaking out. I wonder if my computer's just that trash. I just have mines. This is truly terrible. I need more mines. fudge that.
Did you know that cryptosporidium is a genus
Yeah, well,
protozoa that occurs as
it
small
just wasn't that.
cysts and can cause painful sickness and even death when ingested
Where do you find them?
in drinking water.
Where? The creeks, lakes, ponds, country. ocean.
Usually public drinking water supplies
What? America?
around the world.
Did you know that we're all beloved sons and daughters of Christ?
I
What?
lost.
You're right.
Find it out.
Cool. So it turns out I suck at that game.
Checking?
Yes.
Come back.
I lost.
Like lost law?
Yeah, I lost.
What was the objective?
To not lose.
Do what?
I was a car, and you have to defeat other cars. And so I did not defeat all the cars. I blame the fact that my. Wait, am I charging it? Oh my gosh, I wasn't even charging it.
What a waste.
I know. Okay. I'm gonna work on mechanics. You guys want anything?
More water.
You don't have water?
Or no. When you finish this, whenever you get into this dilemma, you can just put your hand in it.
Try to
And then a beverage will come
Canned
to you.
water. I think it'd be plastic bottles. I don't know if I should do.
No, everyone's coming from. I don't want to read this.
What are you reading? I'll probably read it for you.
Okay.
Alright.
Start here and read to here.
I don't want to read that.
I know.
The first two words I don't want to read.
The rectum is probably the least preferred site for measuring temperature.
Yes.
I like the It might be going.
The wine and pretzels are supposed to be.
What?
You didn't like them.
I like hummus. I just don't love hummus.
This isn't the normal.
It is. You guys normal.
Not
The
you.
regular base hummus.
It's original. It's not flavored. Anyway.
I don't know, dude. I'm getting a hint of tomato.
It's original hummus. I don't think it has. This is the lid. It says classic hummus. Best before January 13th.
January 2013.
No, January 13th, 2020.
Wait, what? That's my birthday. This expires on my birthday?
Your birthday's 13?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the 9th.
It's not. It's the 9th.
Why does no one know my birthday?
I feel like it is.
It's not the
Yeah.
9th.
You can show us your birth certificate, and then we'll believe you.
Let me call my mom up. When I take this in, I'll call my mom.
Okay, I don't know.
Hold on, let me call her.
I mean, your mom's gonna say anything. She's your mom.
Speakerphone?
Yeah.
She might be the patient. We don't know. She might say, I have to call you back. Oh, I have all these pretzels here. Now I move.
Are you calling her at work?
She might not be. We don't know.
Your mom doesn't answer phone calls.
She's busy. She's a working lady.
Hi, this is Andrea. Leave me a message and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
Be nice.
Have a great day.
Hey, this is Benny. This is your daughter's boyfriend's brother. And we are just questioning the validity of her birthday and want to make sure that it's a specific date and not another one. So when you get this, and you just send a text with her actual birthday, and then we'll know that she's lying to us. Thank you. Have a nice
Oh.
day.
So aggressive. Have a nice day.
I can't wait to
Well, you're not allowed to look at your phone.
I need to do homework.
No, I don't. You might cheat. You might tell her.
Yeah, you might tell her.
Benjamin, can you just read the text I just got? Who's from? Who said yes?
1, 4, 1,
Well,
2.
what does the message say previous?
Hey, I was wondering if I could use you as a reference.
Who is this person? Oh, Miss Pamela. Can you ask her for her address?
What is your address? Please? Let me add a please in there.
Please.
Comma, keys. Question mark. So keep your phone over here. Actually, you're going to be in charge of protecting it.
Like, I'm gonna use it. You guys are dumb. I can access it on my computer. No, I can't actually access something. For some reason, Samsung, anything that's not Apple doesn't connect onto here.
That makes sense.
But it does for other people.
On their Macs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about like when you message someone else who has a Samsung phone?
I can't message him on here.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Anytime he texts me, it doesn't show up.
Give me your phone. I can show you.
Then
Ready? Watch. I learned this the other day. So you go to your. Where's your
What's your number?
you go to settings, and you go to.
737.
Okay, I got it.
Let's see.
Also, wait, can you give me that address?
Yeah.
One five, one
You shouldn't say
three.
it out loud.
Um,
7, 4, 2.
What is your social security number?
My bad.
0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 4.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You're missing
Oh,
a
can you
digit.
also ask her what's the hospital she works at called?
It's so much
Actually,
work. You called question mark. All right, so now you go to settings,
Okay.
and then I think you go like. You have to like find where do you find. Hold on. Up your Mac to see on iOS.
I just can receive phone, iPhones.
No, yeah, there's a setting you have to switch. Text message forwarding.
It's cool because one time I left my phone in my apartment, and then I could still text people in class.
I gotta go to setting messages. So I go to settings, right? You go down to That's great. So you go to messages, right? Message forwarding. And you can turn on this. From now you will get. So if James texts you, it should work.
Alright. What a new
Look,
message.
that right there.
That was his email.
Hey, James, just text her. No, on your phone.
Oh, this is the same thing.
You get it. You're not part of the club.
I have
What?
message plus.
Yeah. There
No
you go.
way. It says RAR. Oh yeah, I tried to send you RAR a long
So,
time ago. Didn't I?
Now you are officially hoarding non-iPhone
That's cray cray.
things.
Rar.
I haven't touched my mom now. I'm not gonna do that.
It's actually kind of nice in class. Actually, it's also nice when you want to it's actually nice when cause sometimes I want to send really long texts to
Really?
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? I was there one time.
All right. Thanks. You are the best. Can I say that?
No. No, tell her she's terrible.
Okay.
No, it's good.
I take everything very literally. Here, now for it. Oh, she got a text. What is that?
Sure.
Oh wait, now you have it on your crap. Now you have everything on your phone. No.
Dude, reverse what you just did.
No, that was an iPhone text.
Doesn't matter, but your mom doesn't have an iPhone text with me.
Oh,
I turned it off until further notice.
it's redundant.
Hey, it's break. Stop using big words.
Is redundant a big word?
Yes, sir.
How do I classify as a big word?
Wait, can you go to my Instagram?
No. James, don't do it.
I need to get a girl's reference. See if she sent me her address.
James, she's not in control of you. You don't have to do what she tells you.
I just have things to do that are productive rather than ask my mom what my birthday is and delete what she
You
said.
can read that article that you've been not reading.
How about I read it out loud?
I would prefer you don't.
You have no games on.
I have one game where you is a sniper game right there. I bet that's the only game. Because I want to get good at it so I can like play video games.
There's
Like-
not the same.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, but I played my brother. Okay, my
I mean, if
brother.
you want to be really good.
And-
do you have COD down here?
No.
My brother had a knife. I had the heart.
Whoa,
like
whoa.
That's already dangerous.
No, we were on a video game. My brother had the knife, and I had like a really, really, really good gun, and he won.
Right.
Because I can't move the people. But I got headshots in this game.
What game is it? Oh, sniper. Yeah, in the sniper game. Nobody's shooting back at you.
They are when you get harder levels, but I'm just like warm out levels. But it is fun right now because like I'll shoot someone and then the other guy's just like I just shot the guy behind you. I didn't have a silencer.
Those are so funny.
I don't want to go from this one. Zoom in. That is a hand, but how do I recognize it? I don't know. I just run it through networks and stuff. I have no idea. I really want sandwiches.
I'm gonna stop eating sandwiches.
You say. I don't understand you.
I like food.
I do too. of my mind that food is very important. Very random.
Those are so bad.
Have you ever been? Why don't you just say, hey fam, let's go take a trip to Italy, and then you run away.
Next summer.
You're gonna run away.
No. Not this coming one. The one after. I'm hoping to have enough money to go to Italy from like beginning of June till end of July. I have family. I have family.
Saving for college.
When I say I don't have my own money, like I'm gonna apply for scholarships.
Saving, spending, they both start with S's.
I'm gonna apply for scholarships.
Pay yourself. You can't use scholarship money.
No, there's
Go on trip.
specific travel abroad scholarship.
Are you gonna be doing school?
Yeah, it's classes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be going for 6 credits.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I'll be going to Spain, but I was gonna go to Italy first.
My personal
then
finance
go to
class,
Spain.
they say pay yourself first. Remember that. Pay yourself first. Whenever you get your paycheck, immediately put at least 10% into savings.
40.
40. I mean, if you don't have rent to pay, sure. Or a mortgage.
No,
Or
you
debt.
do 40, and then you tell your dad to, I can't pay. I paid myself first.
That's a great way to live. Oh my gosh, we need to find jobs for you.
Dude, right?
Anyway, what are you looking for?
So I'm graduating with mathematics BA, an emphasis in actuarial science.
It's BA, not yes. What type of jobs do you want?
I want to become an actuary, so risk assessing.
So statistics.
Statistics would be dope.
You'd be dope.
Until the
All right. Actuary. Ooh, actuary salary is $97,000.
It's pretty low. I guess I could do
That's
it with
low.
What's low?
In the actuarial field, it is so low.
Wait, what's
You'd be
low?
making bank.
What low?
As a fellow,
97,000 is low.
Yeah, that's low. You can't live off that.
Yes, you can.
In today's world, no.
Yes, you can. In Northern Virginia, you can very much live off of a $60,000 salary.
What?
good.
How? Children cost money.
Right, but no, this is like as a single person.
Yeah, I don't have.
You're not a family. No, a family in Northern Virginia can live off of like 100,000, 120,000 easily.
What?
Easily.
What?
Yes. You don't go to private school. No, you can't go to private school. You can't have nice cars. But you can still have a good,
Oh, you can have a nice
decent
car.
life. Yeah,
You just can't crash.
So, okay. We're in my spreadsheet.
There's a lot of stuff out here.
So the average salary in Northern Virginia.
I want to work as a nurse in Alaska. I make 127,000.
Household has a median income of 118,000.
I'm not blocking your view. What are you talking about?
So
Well,
that's
what?
how it keeps getting close.
Fairfax County has an average household income of 118,000. And Fairfax County is a nice county. So it is very easy to, it is very, very doable to live off of a household income of $120,000, which includes debt and mortgages and stuff like that. Very easy.
I don't feel like that's just bad.
Okay, well, if you work as a nurse, you're going to get paid a lot more. Or if you work as an actuary, you get paid a lot more.
No, nurses, RNs only get paid like 70.
Yeah, and that's still perfectly fine. So a household income means like 2 people with like at least 1 kid, 2 kids, give or take. Although I'm guessing a lot of Fairfax County is single.
Why?
There's a lot of single people.
What is
Just
it?
guessed that there's some people. I think there's a lot of families.
Fairfax County is the second highest. Loudoun County is higher. The average salary is $75,000 for men.
For men.
For women, it's 56, which is actually substantially low. That's wow. Lower,
Probably because no one.
possibly.
There's a lot of families around here, so all the women prefer taking care of children.
That's something.
I wonder if
They're
there's
just
like.
better at it than guys.
Well, I would agree.
But single dads are very attractive. The role of a single dad. Oh my god. I mean, like, ooh, single dad, so sexy. I meant like when you have a man that's willing to stay at home and is a single dad and is taking care of his kids. It's like, look at you. Like, you don't see that often.
Allison, go up here. I'm like, you being weird again.
What? You don't get your men. I hate you all.
That's getting quoted.
Nope, 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 nope.
Oh, I searched children. What's the average child?
How much does it cost to go to private school?
Depends what private school.
It depends.
Some private schools are like 10,000 a year. Some are 20,000 a year.
Bunch
Some
of
are
years.
30,000 a year. All depends. I think some in the DC area were like.
Like, how much is PVI?
I don't know. I haven't memorized it. It's more than 0.
It's like $8,000 to go to 09 to go to private school.
And are you asking like just for a year or for the whole education?
Well, and most people in Fairfax County don't go to private school. That's only like very high, very low percent. So like public school is free, and so like when you don't have to pay, $8,000 to $10,000 a year for private school, then that takes into account. Most people don't save as much as they should, so that takes into account. Most people have debt, and of course, your debt should never go above 40% of your income. You should not be spending on your debt. Maybe 30. 40 is like the high. But like, okay, so say you rent, or you have a 30-year mortgage on a $600 house, $600,000 house.
Almost one.
So divided by 600,000 times. I think you'd have like give or take a monthly mortgage of like 2,300, or like maybe a little less, or a little more, based on interest. So you have 2,300 a month. So you have like you're paying like 24,000 a year. Let's say 25,000 a year on your house. That's a mortgage. That's for it's about 30 years, give or take, plus inflation and interest.
You lost me. Continue.
Yeah. So 25,000. So you say you have $100,000 a year as an income, just as the one income. It's 100 grand even. you're going to get an interest rate of about, you're going to get a federal income tax rate plus the state income tax of Virginia of about 28%. So chop that off. Actually, technically, if you want to do 401k, say you have like a 6% match 401k, which is relatively high. You throw 6% of your income in there, so that's 6,000 away. So now you owe 94. You have about 27% in income tax.
That's crazy.
So you're gonna get, let's see, minus probably like 26,000. So that's 74, 60. So you end up pretty much with 68,000 left in the year to work with after income taxes. After you put
What
in
did you start with?
100.
Okay.
So that's including you putting in your full match for your 401k if you have one. So now you have 68,000. 25,000 is going to go to your house. So now you have what, 30? You have 43,000 left for the rest of everything. If you have student loans are about $800 a month, give or take. That might be a little high. So 800 times 12. Gosh, I need a calculator.
Mental math, Benny.
I could do it. 9,600. So you have 43 minus 9,600. Okay, so that's your college loan. You might have a car loan. That might be an extra couple grand. So let's say you have 30 flat after all your loans are gone. That's including your mortgage, your student loan, and a car loan. So you have 30 flat to do whatever you want with. And with that 30 flat, you should probably be saving at least 10% of your income, so $10,000. Then you have 20K left. And then you have groceries, which is about, for an average family, would be about 150 a week, which might be high. Like, I can do it off of $20 a week.
Yeah, but like theoretically, I guess yeah.
So let's say $100 a week. There's 52 weeks in a year, so let's say like $5,500 a year, give or take, more or less. That leaves you with $1,450 left total. Then you have internet, utilities, electrical, water. If you have a house, you're going to pay for all these separately. You have HOA. You have all this other stuff. You want to go bowling every Thursday. You want to go out and go to restaurants with family or whatever. At some point you have like $5,000 left to do whatever you want with. And that you can either save, you can spend on expensive TVs or couches or beds or whatever.
I'm only
cars.
saving $10,000 a year, then I'd sound like nothing.
You're saving $10,000 a year personally, but that doesn't include the $6,000 you put in for your 401k, plus the $6,000 the company matches before. That was before your income tax was taken out. So technically, you're saving $22,000 a year because you were personally saving $10,000 plus the $6,000 for the 401k plus the $6,000 the company matches for the 401k. $22,000 a year. That is technically 25% of your income. That is very high.
Yeah, but like the money that you'll need when you're older.
So this is where time value of money comes in. So I did a spread. Actually, let's see. I can go here. I'm taking personal finance class. It's all really interesting. If you put in, actually, you need to go to financial. All right, so say you're starting now. So you're about 20. You want to graduate, or you want to retire at 65. That's 45 years, right? That's 45 number of years. You're going to throw in $10,000 now. You have $10,000. You're just going to throw it into retirement, investing. This is all through investing in stocks and stuff like that. What?
There's no way I'll be able to be a nurse till I'm 65.
Sure, but like for
Severely demanding.
David or whoever, or like
Break on.
your family will retire. So if you were going 8%, which is the average, I think let's do like 6% because that's pretty low. And you put in 1,000 a year, right? And let's say the that $10,000 plus 1,000 a year turns into $350,000. So technically, that's 45,000 plus the original 10,000. So that's 55,000 in 60 years, or in 45 years, turns into 350,000.
Yeah, but you need more than that.
Right. So say you put in, like, if you still do the $1,000, but you put in 20,000 at the very beginning instead of 10,000, you're only adding 10,000 more, but you're getting an extra $130,000. So it's 488. So say you put in 20,000, like, what I'm gonna probably like, I don't know, 30,000. You put in 10,000 a year for 45 years. You will have $2.5 million.
Will you repeat that?
If you put in $30,000 now, and every year you put in $10,000, so that is a total of $480,000.
What if I?
And that's at 6%. Now, if you have the average 8% of the market, then you'd have 4.8. You put in 480,000 total, and you'd have $4.8 million.
What if I took? What if I was like? Married after I graduated, and then I like lived off of a smaller income, and then took my income and just invested all my entire income, which is like $70,000.
Sure. So if you invest all set. Now this is very risky. Right. So you'd probably put. Well, you could put it in a 401. Well, you can put max of 19,000 in a 401k a year, and then IRAs. If you want to do IRAs, you can do max of 6,000. But say you put $70,000 a year in the stock market, and you're okay with a little risk. You'll have $28 million at the end of 45 years. But that's if you save everything, and that's if the stock market goes up and up and up. And it's an average return of 8%. So it could totally just crash one day, and you can lose all your money. But then it'll go back up. It's all about how much risk. Like what I'm planning on doing is probably like I'm hoping to do like 10,000 a year. Well, you want to max out your 401k because it's super important to max your contribution for 401k because it's free money. If I put in $6,000, if I have $100,000, which I don't, but if I have $100,000 salary, and I put in 6,000, that means my company will put in 6,000, which means I made 100% return by doing that. I literally just got free money.
But every company doesn't match it, does it?
Some companies don't. Some companies match like 3 for 3, or 100% for 3, 100% for, or 50% for 3, or whatever. When I was doing on my one company, I was doing it was 100% like dollar for dollar for 3%, and 50 cents per dollar for another 3%. So if I put in 6, they put in 4.5. If I put $6,000, they put 4.5. Some companies do a 6 for 6. I think the one I have right now is like I put in 8, they put in 6. Some companies were up to like if I put in 9, they put in 11.
Why? They get money from that?
No, it's an incentive for you to work there. It's because they have the capital and they care about employees and stuff like that. So like I would be making like that would have been a great retirement, whatever. I just didn't necessarily want to go to that job. But like other companies, it's like 6 for 6, or like other companies don't even match anything. You're like, well, come on. So money's fun.
Money is so much fun. It's fun when you have it in your hand.
I'm sure. Make sure to spend it. The trick to saving money is to do it all automatically online. So you don't actually hold the money in your hand. Because the moment you hold the money in your hand, you want to spend it. Right. This is a cool class I'm in right now.
Whenever I hold money in my hand, I just want to make it rain.
Yeah. You do you, man. You do you. Oh, it says the year? Cool.
What's this to you? ¿Qué pasa?
Yeah, so you have a lot of money. But what I'm gonna, you always want to max out as much as possible. So like I'm gonna try to max out my 401k, not only the match, but just the overall contribution. So you can, if I put in like again, say $100,000 makes it easier. 6% is 6,000. So I'll put in 6,000, and the company will put in 6,000. And then I personally can put in another 13,000 until like they cut you off. Like you're only allowed to put in 19 total. So that means that I have a total of $25,000 going into my 401k every year. I'm gonna go an IRA as well, and so I can technically save a total of. I can save a total of $31,000 in just an IRA and a 401k.
What's CDC? Wait, CDC?
CDC.
CDs?
CDs, yes. CDs are very much less risky. So they are a 100% guaranteed money back investment loan to the bank. So a bank gives you a loan. You got to pay it back with interest, whatever. It's going to be high. You can give a loan to a bank, which is a CD. And so that I've done this. I did this. I still have a CD right now, actually, where I gave X amount of dollars to the bank, and they say it could be 2 years, 5 years. In 2 years, you will get this much money back. So if I put in $10,000, they will give me back in 2 years. They'll give me like $10,800 or something like that. So the one I'm in right now has a 2.5% interest rate. So like I think it's quarterly. So every quarter it does 2.5%, like a fraction of 2.5% added on. And so I'm more or less giving a loan to a bank, and at the end of the 2 years, the bank says, "Here's all your money back plus the loan more," and it's super safe. It is guaranteed that you get now. It's only 2.5%. It is a very low return, which means it's not necessarily the most ideal thing, especially if inflation is like 3%. So if I put in $10,000, like if I get $10,000, if I have $10,000 now, it's worth $10,000. But $10,000 in a year is not worth $10,000 now. It's worth a little bit less. Does that make sense? Because everything costs more, and so my $10,000 has less buying power. So if I put my $10,000 in a CD and it increases by 2.5%, then I'm happy. But if inflation increases by 3%, then technically my money is worth more than it is now, but like it's not worth as much because like things rose in price faster than my interest rose. Does that make sense? Like I didn't get the same amount return as the interest was going up. So like the price of goods was going this, my interest was going this. Eventually, it's still going up. It's just not going up as fast.
So when you get back,
what do I get back? You just get money. But like, so it's
You just get money.
yeah.
oh,
It's a very safe way of doing it. It's like if you don't know what to do with your money now, but you need it in a year, it's a great thing to use because it's very low risk. It's absolutely no risk and stuff like that. But for the long run, you don't want to do that because you're not going to beat inflation. So, but like if you have a ton of money and you have no idea what you want to do with it, especially like if you're in college, then you can let it just sit there and mature and get you just a little bit more money. It won't beat inflation, but it won't do terrible. And then when it matures, you can figure out what you want to do with it then. So with my CD, it matures in August, and the moment it matures, I'm probably going to throw it all into a 401k or an IRA or something like that. But when I started, I had no